Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is time for you to align with your highest and your best self. My name is Michelle Juanita Lamont, and I'm a manifestation master, author, speaker, and award-winning podcast host. And now YouTube channeler. So if this is your first time tuning in to the vibration that is manifesting miracles, I want to welcome you to this channel and this experience. And I want to tell you that your guides and your angels are so excited that you are doing this. Finally, you're really understanding that you're worthy of receiving your highest and your best self. There is nothing more powerful than understanding how to master your energy and manifest your reality. And I want to help you do this because when I was on my journey, I was getting advice from everybody and from everything, and I didn't know what was working and what wasn't working, but I knew that my life had turned into a garbage can. And I knew that I was worthy, but I couldn't really shift into that vibration. I knew what I wanted, but I really couldn't get it. And the main reason was because I didn't understand really how to manifest things into my reality in a way that would allow me to produce the things that I wanted vibrationally into this existence. And you see, when you are creating your reality, one of the fastest and the best ways for you to do this is to start understanding a few basic principles. And so some of you are old school, you know this stuff, you've listened to it before. Some of you are just getting started. Some of you are really advanced, and some of you're just getting started and you don't really know what to do next. So I want to make manifesting a snap. I want to make it easy. I want you to see that you have everything that you need to create things into your reality. Again, my name is Michelle Juanita Lamont. I'm a manifestation master, author, professional speaker, award-winning podcast host, and now YouTuber. But what I do on the day-to-day is I create courses and I have one-on-one coaching, and I teach people how powerful they are. You see, it's not about me, it's about you. And so every single one of my podcasts and every single one of my YouTube episodes are dedicated to the growth of your energy, to the growth of your soul. The reason why you came to this teaching planet in the first place wasn't to wonder why you don't have everything. It wasn't to live in this lack reality. It wasn't for you to vibrate in an energy of inconsistency where one times you're up and sometimes you're down. And then sometimes these are going good and you make a lot of money and then you lose it all. And the one thing that I need you to know, that abundance is about freedom, it's about understanding energy, and it's about aligning yourself with the highest and the best version. So if one of your relatives, one of your coworkers, one of your friends shared this YouTube, shared the link to this podcast, I want you to know one thing and one thing only. They love you. They love you so much. They want you to know how to manifest things in their reality. They want you to let go of your history. They want to help you transform your life. They want you to be a high vibrational being. And so do I. And I'm so thankful that they did that. So I want to introduce you to a new reality, a new way to create, and a new way to live your life. You see, so many of us believe that we're not worthy of the things that we want to manifest, or it's going to be too hard, or there's a million reasons. And you can go back and listen to episode 2 and start from the beginning and hear all of the things that have happened to me in my life. How I'm a first generation American, how I grew up in an orphanage, how my mother died, how I was abused, how I was in an abusive relationship, how I lost baby after baby after baby in miscarriages, how I attempted suicide. But none of that is going to help you manifest more things into your reality. It just teaches you a little bit about how I got here and how I went from being homeless to having so much abundance that I now teach it around the world. So I want you to know that this show is dedicated to your evolution, and so you can manifest things faster and easier into your reality. So I want to start by helping you, but the very first thing is, how do you manifest things into your reality early in the day and why it's so important. So let's get into that. You see, when we sleep, we do this thing called astroplaning. Astroplaning. So what does that mean? That means a part of your energy goes back to your home team and discusses how everything's going. They're like, well, I don't know. We've sent her all the signs. Yeah, she's not listening. Well, we keep sending her 444, so she'll understand that if she just starts to forgive, she'll have more power, and she'll be able to manifest things into her reality, and everything will go smoother and everything will be better. But she's not really paying attention. Why don't we have her car break down? Okay. Then the game gets changed and it starts to look like everything's going negative, but it's actually them trying to wake you the fuck up, man. They're trying to say, yo, you're only here for a little bitty time. You have got to learn how to master your energy. You got to elevate yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You got to let go of all those things that we sent as lessons and not see them as yourself as the victim. And if you want to know how to release that mentality, listen to my episode, Victim or Villain, Why You Are Neither. Because I used to walk around in that victim mentality state like a badge of honor. So I get it. And I want to help you transform yourself, baby. So I created this podcast as a tutorial because each and every episode is a tutorial on how to manifest anything into your reality. So I want to start up with that going in the first tip of the day. All right. The first tip of the day is that right when you wake up, you've just come back from your energetic path, your energetic dreaming. That's why your dreams can be so intense. And that's why it can feel very like, if you've ever woken up like this, well, that means that you just slammed right into your body because you had a function. That means you had to wake up. They're like, oh shit, her earth body got to pee. So you're like, let me get back down to earth. Okay, here I am. What the fuck? And so you cut that transmission off. So when you wake up, like really wake up, the first 60 to 90 seconds in our brain, in our frontal lobe area, this is key, all right? This is important, all right? Listen up. The first 60 to 90 seconds of your energy is the most powerful time for you to raise your vibration. Why is that? Well, because it's going to set the energetic tone for the rest of the day, okay? So in order for us to elevate our energy even higher, we have to use that first 60 to 90 seconds to align ourselves for this only day you're going to get on this day is this date, right? So the law of attraction teaches us what? That which is likened to itself is given. That's the law of attraction. So if you give yourself joy and first thing in the morning, you're going to manifest joy. If you give yourself love first thing in the morning, you're going to manifest love, on and on and on. So in order for you to be a higher vibrational frequency, in order for you to really elevate who you are and what you are, you're going to need to use that first 90 seconds of the day to really engage with your aura, engage with your energy, and flip that switch on for yourself. And I want you to remember that you before you do anything, before you go and take care of the dogs, before you go and take care of the kids, before you talk to your husband, before you pick up your wife or your partner, before you pick up the phone and scroll, before you do anything, before you read the email, I want you to take that first 60 and 90 seconds and just be like, I believe in everything about myself. I believe that I'm worthy of having everything that I want. I know that this day is a beautiful day. I know that I'm blessed. I know that I'm loved. I know that God loves me. I know that there isn't anything that I want that He's not willing to give to me. The universal energy, I call it God. If you do not believe in God and you believe in another deity or another way of creationism, cool, peace. I'm not asking you to do anything except change your vibration and understand that you and the Creator are not separate. I call it God. So the God force universal energy is most powerful right when you wake up. You're going to set your tone for the entire day. Just sit there and you can kind of feel a minute and just think of something super wonderful. And so you can literally just transform your life instantly by utilizing those first 60, 90 seconds of your day and allowing that vibration to transmute you and to put you into a higher state of being, because we know we manifest as we are, not what we want. You're on autopilot, okay? And when we're on autopilot, we are living in the vibrational universe that we already created. And so we're living in our history. We're not living in our reality. We're living on autopilot. So what does that mean? It means that Your old self is on autopilot, and it's showing up the same way it's always shown up for you. Lack, insecurity, fear, doubt, and whatever other autopilot bullshit things that you've decided you're not. So when you are showing up for yourself in that old vibrational way, you have just requested all of the fears, all of the doubts, all of the lack, all of the insecurities that you are trying to separate yourself from, because you haven't allowed yourself to release your history and to release that message to your energy. And so if shit keeps showing up over and over again, if lack keeps showing up, if nothing is changing, you're on autopilot, baby. This is not beneficial to your vibrational essence. This is not beneficial for your evolution. The universe wants to give you everything. The universe wants you to be an abundant person. The universe wants you to be wildly successful. The universe is in love with you. It's not against you. It's with you 100%. And there's no doubt in my mind that if you can start to grasp that the old you is showing up over and over again, that you will start to break up with that old vibration. And that old vibration is not benefiting you any longer. Before I go into the next two things, the next two ways that you can really transmute your energy, I want to invite you to something really special, really powerful. Every January, I invite 12 people to sign up for Alignment Exposed. Alignment Exposed is a 6-week live course that you and I will be face-to-face every single day, because we're in a group chat. I'm going to be telling you every single day what's going on in our workbook, what's going on in our process, where we are energetically, how to move this energy, what we're going to do next. And this class is how I transform myself. It is still one of the best kept secrets in the world, my class, Alignment Exposed. It sells out because everybody who takes it the year before tells everybody about it. I cannot tell you how many people's lives have been transformed because of this podcast. But I can tell you that I only offer this course once a year. And when you start investing in yourself and you start showing up for yourself emotionally, vibrationally, and financially, the universe is exactly the same. What does the law of attraction say? That which is likened unto itself is given. So you give yourself a lot, the universe is going to give you a lot, okay? It's important for you to see yourself as a creator and a co-collaborator with the universe. And I want to teach you how to go from $500,000 in sales to $1 million in sales, or from zero sales to actually having sales. I want to teach you how to unlock the mysteries of your mind so you can release all of that and become the co-collaborator that you came here to be. It's not that you're not worthy. It's not that you're doing something wrong. It's that the switch isn't flipped. And I want to help you flip that switch. So much so that I created a whole entire podcast for free. This isn't one little tip after 50 messages. When I get audited, I pay people to audit my podcast because I want to perform at the highest level all the time. I want to co-collaborate with the universe, and all the angels and all the souls that come to my podcast. I take it personally. I want to see you succeed. I love you, and I truly know what it's like to feel ignored, feel abandoned, feel unseen, feel unworthy. I also know what it's like to be a struggling entrepreneur and trying to break that glass ceiling. And I understand what it's like when you don't understand all of the aspects that help you evolve yourself emotionally, vibrationally, energetically, mentally. And so I'm here. I believe I am here for the sole purpose to elevate you to the highest possible being that you can. And I want to invite you to take this class with me and 12 other phenomenal people from around the world who are looking to transform their reality, because we only get one shot at this life. and you better take every advantage you can. Now, I've done all the hard work. I've done all the heavy lifting. I've eliminated what doesn't work, and I've brought in what does work, and I teach you what changed my life, and I show you how to transform yours. So don't hesitate. Book your free 15-minute call. The link is in my bio. All you have to do is book that free 15-minute call, or just go to michellejlamont.com and pay for the class. But there's also payment plans. You can just make a $200 deposit and then get started, and you can pay it off. So let's get back into the next tip now. It starts January 2023, the 1st of January, the first Sunday in January. And if you're listening to this and it's March or April of 2023, there's going to be some class that I'm offering throughout the year. It just won't be Alignment Exposed. Alignment Exposed is the deep, 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 deep dive class. It really unlocks you. And I only teach it once a year because it's so intense and it's so transforming that it takes energetically so much out of me. But I loved kicking off the first of the year, transforming 12 souls at a time, one-on-one. And every single week, you're going to meet with me one-on-one every week. So why hesitate? Let's get into it. All right. The next tip that I want to talk about is don't worry about people who are now, because you're in your spiritual awakening, who have left you. The universe can only give you enough energy to manifest in the reality that you want most. And for whatever reason that person is no longer in your reality, is because the universe is insisting that you evolve. And the universe has decided that the evolution of you requires the removal of them. They're going to replace it with something 10 times better, baby. They're going to replace it with something that is more energetically aligned to the vibration that you're currently in. So for you to align yourself to a higher vibrational place means that you're going to have to unpack a couple of suitcases, and sometimes that means some people. And when those people are gone, you just have to not worry about losing them and remember that you're discovering you, okay? By losing them, you're going to have more attention on yourself, by more focus on yourself, and you never lost anything. There's never any loss. There's just learning and learning, okay? You never, never, never lose. You learn and you learn. And that's something you got to learn very quickly. Now, another aspect of making manifesting easier is recognizing some of the things that we do that are a lower vibrational place so that we can now work on those aspects. Now, something that I find very common with all the people that I coach and in all the classes that I teach and all the workshops and all of the stages that I walk across is that whenever I meet somebody who is having a hard time manifesting, they generally have something in common with a lot of other people. They're a people pleaser. And if you find yourself as a people pleaser, I want you to hear this, and I want you to pay attention, and I want you to listen up, and I want you to hear this, and I want you to understand. This is trauma unresolved. Being a people pleaser is not an aspect of somebody who is manifesting at their highest level, because the only hoe you got to fix is you, hoe. And if you're concerned and pleasing other people, you have no room for yourself. How can you please everybody and yourself? It's impossible. So you have to please yourself first. You're going to live with yourself for the rest of your life. Children come and go. Pets come and go. People come and go. Relationships come and go. Fuck it. Family come and go. And because you're born alone, you die alone, you better spend a lot of fucking time impressing and taking care of yourself and loving yourself. And if God, the universal energy, has decided that this time you're moving in this direction or you're moving in that direction, or they've aligned yourself with me, then the universe is ready for you to transform your life and make yourself not a people pleaser and resolve that childhood trauma. And you got to fix you and only you, okay? You got to be 100% clear about what the goal is. The goal is for you to live free and to be happy. I don't believe in saying you're going to be a millionaire, or you're going to be a billionaire, and all this other kind of shit. I believe in freedom. I believe that energy is how we manifest things into our reality. And in order for us to find out our path and our purpose, we have to take certain steps and we have to do certain things. And one of them is understand where we came from and why we're manifesting this way. So I used to be a big people pleaser. I couldn't say no to anything. I was always, 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 always saying yes to everything and everybody and no to me. And it was very hard for me to say no in the beginning. But once I just started saying like, that's just not anything that I'm going to be able to do right now, or that's not anything that I'm interested in right now, or that doesn't look like it's going to be perfect for me in this moment, but thank you for bringing it up. And I started learning ways of saying that without just saying no. Then I started to realize how many people I pissed off because they were used to me being a doormat. They were used to me being Michelle, the people pleaser, Michelle, the do anything person, Michelle, the person who you can walk all over. And it's funny. What's really funny, not hilarious, not like ha 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 funny, but as soon as I really started working on myself and started healing myself, all these motherfuckers just dropped out of my reality. It was almost like I used to talk to them every single day, and then all of a sudden they're nowhere to be found and I can't find them anywhere. And they're not thinking of me and I'm not thinking of them. And what was even funnier was the people who did stay and I would say no to, or I wouldn't allow them to take advantage of my kindness, and they mistaken my kindness as weakness, and that motherfucker got fucked up. That's not how it's happening, okay? And that people pleasing thing was because of all of my childhood trauma, and I didn't know it. And so I was left with nothing because I was doing everything. And you got to fill your cup all the way up first. I'm sure you've heard this analogy. When you're on the airplane, and everybody, hopefully all of you have been on at least one flight in your life, and if you've never been on a flight, it's time to get on a flight, explore this big, beautiful planet. And if you've never been on a flight, what they say on a flight is they say, the flight attendant says, let me go over the safety regulations. If in the event of a crash, you have to have oxygen. It's going to drop down from the ceiling. And in this point, I want you to think of that as God. So, or universe or energy or source dropping down from the ceiling, and then you put it on yourself and it will inflate. Once you are fully oxygen, once you fully are okay, you can then assist others. And they say this to even the parents. You put your mask on first and then you help the kids. Why? Because if you don't have the oxygen you need to breathe, you're going to take down everybody in your reality anyway. So change that process and feed yourself first. You see, we're here in a reality where they want you to do everything for everybody else or you're selfish. Fuck that. Do you know what self is? Self is that you have a self view. I can only see things from my own self view. That makes it inherently selfish, right? The second that the universe and society and consumerism and television and whatever starts influencing you, all of a sudden you're called selfish. Well, you're not going to come over here. That's pretty selfish of you. Excuse me, isn't it selfish of you to ask me to do something I don't want to do and then guilt me into it? Fuck you. And you have to say fuck you to anybody. You don't have to say it like that, but you have to say it in a way that makes them understand this is no longer a viable option in our relationship. And if you want to deal with me, you're going to have to deal with me in the highest version of me, because I am no longer going to be subjugated to the rules and the constraints in which I have to reduce myself to please you. No way, no way, no way. And you don't have to do it with anger, but I want you to have so much love for yourself that you instantly recognize that when somebody is trying to manipulate you into bending to their will, they're telling you that they're more important than you. They're telling you they love themselves more than they love you. They're telling you everything you need to know about what they really think of you. Well, I'm here to tell you what I think of you. I think you're fucking phenomenal. I think you are unbelievable. I think every hair on your head is perfect. Or no hair. I think that the angels and the guides brought you to this podcast because they're ready to see you transform your life. I truly, honestly believe that any person can manifest anything once they grasp this, once they get this, and once they stop lying to themselves and truly understand who they are. See, you are a powerful, powerful, powerful being. And you have so much help from the angels and the guides and your ancestors. You have cosmic currency. You have ancestral abundance. And no matter what you believe, I'm here to tell you that you are so much more than you have been shown. What is the most common energy on earth? Fuck fear. You cannot serve faith if you serve fear. And you never lose. So you might be thinking, that's too big of a gamble. I have kids, I have this, I have that. Do you want to teach your kids to stay small? Do you want to teach your kids to not try? Do you want to teach your family and show everybody in the world that you don't even believe in yourself enough to try? Fail fucking forward, man. Nothing is ever achieved by people who don't believe in themselves. Nothing is ever achieved by people who don't see that they can transform their lives. So let's do a little recap. First thing in the morning, what are we doing? The first 60 to 90 seconds, we are going to call in joy. We're going to think of positive things that we love. Think of your children. Think of your pets. Think of your relative. Think of yourself. But call in your joy first thing in the morning, all right? So what I do is I just kind of go, oh, I love being me. I love being me. I love being me. The universe loves me. The universe is obsessed with me. Abundance is obsessed with me. Money is obsessed with me. People are obsessed with me. Opportunities are obsessed with me. And I go on and on and on and on and on. And sometimes it's like 3 minutes. And then I get up and meditate and I move my body and I get some exercise and I eat something healthy. And so on and so on. I'm not perfect. I'm a fucking human. A human being is not perfect. I can't walk on all this water out here. I can't walk on any of it. When we see our lives start to transform because of understanding how to master this energy, it's almost as if you get angry that you've been doing it wrong for so long, but don't. Because you couldn't have got here without all those hurdles and without all those challenges, without all those things becoming part of your life. And I know sometimes it can be really frustrating and very annoying when you feel like everybody has it but you don't, and everybody's going to get it and you're not. And you've never had anybody tell you that you can do it, and you've never had anybody believe in you, and you've never had anybody. I get it. I get it. I get it. Although I became homeless and orphaned at the age of 10, I had one of the most amazing mothers. Now, if you're a first generation like me, had a minority parent, minorities just believe in the American dream. They really believe that you can have anything you want and that America is the greatest country in the world. And so they instill in you this thought that if you work hard and you do it, you can have anything you want. And for the most part, that's kind of true. But the fact is that after you leave the bosom of your mother, the world hits you, slaps you, knocks you down, kicks you in the groin, kicks you in the face, blackens your nose over and over and over and over. And so now you're starting to release that love and release that positivity and release that light, and you're becoming more and more aligned with the darkness and more aligned with the fear of the planet. You see, this planet is ruled by fear as much as it is by light. And that's the fucking truth. And for whatever reason, you've decided to incarnate in this timeline on this planet to elevate yourself and to change the vibration of the universe. I heard the other day that they have proven that your voice, that a star in a galaxy, not our own, could record the vibration of your voice. A star. They have satellites out there recording this. And they could record the vibration when the tester said it. We are connected to this universe on an unbelievable level. We are connected to this universe on a protected level. We are connected to this universe on a vibrational level. Everything is energy, everything is frequency, and everything is vibration. So when you start to understand how you are manifesting and you're understanding why you've made the decisions you've made because you're listening to this podcast every single day, because you're sharing it with 5 people, because you've gone in and written a review on my website, michellejlamont.com, or on podcasts on Apple iTunes. Regardless, whatever it is that you're doing out here in this reality right now, you are not alone. You are not alone. You're connected, you're plugged in, and you are protected. And God loves you. I know it feels like it doesn't sometimes. I know it can feel like the loneliest planet in the world. And I get it. But I want you to get it too. I want you to get everything. I want you to be free. I don't want you to want a mega mansion. If you want it, fine. But I want you to feel like you're enough and that you can manifest things into your reality because you can, and because you're worthy, and because you're protected, and because I love you. So please, please, please understand that you can listen to another one of these each and every day. And I hope that my 3 tips on how to make manifesting easier was a powerful way to spend 30 minutes of your day. And if it was, I just ask you to please do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and write a review. That's how this works, okay? Energy exchanged is always valued and abundance. You just take and take and take. The universe is going to be like, all right, we're going to take and take too. So you think of it as a boomerang. And if this has helped you at all, if this has served you in any way, you would honor me greatly. You would honor me immensely. You would honor me tremendously by doing one of those 3 things or all 3. No matter where you are in the world today, there's a way for you to work with me. You can either join my next course or my next class. You can book an hour session. You can give it to somebody as a gift. You can give them an hour or 2-hour session. You can share this podcast. It's absolutely free. This YouTube is absolutely free. You can sign up for one of my courses. You can become one of my coaching clients. But no matter what you do, you are worthy. You are loved. And the universe is prepared to make you feel free. And the universe is prepared to make you feel everything that you desire. So let's get in alignment to how that works and how that feels. And let's get you on your path to manifesting the highest and the best version of you. I love you. No matter what you've done, you're loved. No matter who you've gone to, no matter what's been your story, you can write the next chapter and it can be totally different right now. Those pages haven't been written yet, folks. That's the good news. Even better news is that I'm available to help you. All right. So I love you. I love you. I love you. Now, producers, let's go ahead and kick in that outro music. All right, let's go. So you're listening to Manifesting Miracles, the podcast which makes manifesting easier. My name is Michelle Juanito Lamont, a manifestation master, author, speaker, and coach, and podcast host and YouTube channel host. And it's time for you to manifest your miracles today.